Hi, welcome back to the channel and thanks for checking out this video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a service business funnel specifically for tutoring services, but you can follow the same exact framework and apply it to any service that you provide. So I'm going to walk you through all of the steps. And if you want to try to replicate this on your own, there is a link in the description below where you can grab some Clickfunnels templates. If you already have an account, you just go ahead and upload those templates into your account. If you don't have an account, you can start one. You get a 14-day free trial, and then you can upload the templates into your account. And of course, those templates are given to you guys for free. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and again walk you through how to do this on your own. Now, I don't know anything about tutoring services, so this is literally the exact process that I would follow if somebody asked me to make a tutoring funnel for them. So you're going to see that this is really easy. You don't need any graphic design skills. You don't need any web developer skills, literally no skills. Okay, so first we start where all great research projects begin, and that's with a Google search. Okay, so as you can see here, I typed in tutoring services and I have a whole bunch of ads showing for people that are local to me. Now, I always want to start my search by clicking on the ads. And the reason why I do that is because people are actually paying money for you to go to see this page. So typically, if somebody's paying money for you to see this page, that means that it's probably doing pretty good as far as conversion. So there are some good elements there and some things that we want to utilize for ourselves. So I've opened a couple of these. I've done a couple of searches. As you guys know, as you continue to do Google searches, you'll get different results just based on the ad bidding strategy. So it is a good idea to do this maybe once or twice from a different browser window so you could see the different ads that pop up. And you may even want to do it at different times of day because some people will run their ads in the afternoons. Some people will run their ads only in the mornings and in evenings and stuff like that. Okay, so here we go. I've opened up a couple of these. So let's see here. This is Varsity Tutors. And what really sticks out to me about this page, look how simple this is. I love this. This is a very simple landing page. I can tell that this page converts very, very well. This is one of the companies that have come up several times in my searches. So they spend a lot of money on ads. So if you're looking for something to model in your area for your service and you see one company repeatedly come up, you should probably take a close look at them. So what I liked about this is they have a very simple headline, which I think we're going to replicate something like this in our funnel as well when we dive into the editor. And I like that they have a survey here, right? So you look at this survey, who needs it? You know, what grade level are we at? I like that. How soon do you need it? And then you're going to start entering your contact information. So I really like this one a lot. I like that they have a survey for you right off the bat. So this one is pretty cool, and I like this headline. Now let's take a look at Huntington Learning Centers. So this page has a lot going on. They're really pushing you to claim the coupon. I like this. And as you go through these pages, you're going to see different offers, right? So Varsity Tutoring didn't have like an offer there, right? They just were looking to collect leads. This one, you can see that they have an offer where you're going to get $100 off. Let's just see what happens when we click print. So look, they let you print this coupon without even collecting your contact information. Bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it works out for them, right? I would at the very least collect an email address before giving them the coupon. But this is an example of an offer as far as, hey, save $100 on the initial evaluation. I don't know how much the evaluation costs, but you know, maybe that's 50%, maybe that's 100%, you know, and I would play with that, right? So here's something that you can do. If you normally would say, you know, you could go with free, right? Hey, get a free evaluation, or you could say 50% off or 75% off or something like that, or just save $100. So it's up to you, but those are different ways that you could kind of play with something like that. Take a look at this last one. So this one has a very traditional landing page look. There are definitely some elements that I liked here. So, you know, look, they're telling you their price right up front, and then they have their form, and then I like this. See, I like these icons where they're saying, you know, this is kind of what we're about. This is our guarantee in home or online, etc. I like to see, look, good use of headline here as well. I like the image that they have there. They have a nice little bit of sales copy. I like that. I like this too. They're kind of letting you know what are some of the key areas, and then they get into their testimonials, and then they have a little headline here at the bottom, and then they have this link. And this is good, actually. This is not bad at all, honestly. Good use of headlines, good use of sales copy. They have their form right at the top. So, and then they have a button here to flip the whole thing into Spanish. So, I mean, that's not bad at all. There's a lot that we can do with that. So now that we've kind of looked at our competition and we found some things that we liked that inspire us, now we can take the elements and the things that we like that we can see that are working for these other companies that are running ads to these pages and incorporate that into our own funnel. Now, we're not going to copy anything, but we are going to model. And that's what, you know, funnel hacking or template hacking or design hacking, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is all about. It is taking these designs, taking inspiration from the pages that we see, and then incorporating it into our own funnel. So let me show you guys what we're starting with, because I want you to see that it doesn't matter what type of template you start with as far as the theme of that template, because you take it and you turn it into what you need it to be. Okay, so as you can see here, this one is actually kind of geared towards yoga. Okay, so again, this is what we're starting with, right? Just to kind of give you all an idea of the flow here. All right, and I hope that wasn't too quick a scroll, but let's go ahead and jump into the editor and start making a funnel. So we're into the editor now, and one thing that I did already was that I went ahead and created my own background, just to kind of change that top background that we were working with there. So as you could see here, it's got the student, they're on the board, it's got the teacher. I gave it a nice little kind of color overtone to this so that you know, we still keep that kind of fun feeling, if you will, in terms of the color contrast. Now, you don't have to do that. You can do stock pictures if you want, or you could kind of do an overlay as far as that's concerned. So now let's see here. I like this headline. So see, this is award-winning tutors for students in Fort Lauderdale, right? And then learn from this, you know, backed by 100% money back guarantee. And see, I like how they doubled down on it. Okay, so let's see here. All right, let's see, what do we want to say, right? We could say let's see, top rated tutors in let's see, in Fort Lauderdale at creating, let's see, what if we called it super students, right? I mean, whatever, put your own name there, right? Put whatever you want, test it out. All right, so we got that. Okay, now we're going to change the color of this button. We're also going to change the we're going to change what it says there. Okay, so as far as colors, you want to kind of limit your page to 3 colors, not including white or black. So what I'm probably going to do is I'll probably pull something from this picture. So I have a little color snatcher tool, and I can just snatch this color right here. That's called iPicker. It's a Chrome extension. It's cool at as far as being able to grab colors and stuff like that. So what I want to do is we're just going to go down and let's go ahead and change this to, yeah, that's fine. Again, I'm not going to overthink it here. You guys can play with this as much as you want. And we saw that they had get started, so we're going to go ahead and have, you know, get started. If you have a, you know, money back guarantee, then you could say, you can put that here, backed by our, right, 100% money back guarantee. Boom. Okay, we got that. All right. Oh, I'm going to just go back and reference that again. See, they had an arrow there, and this is what it's all about. So I'm in the editor. I'm on the button. I'm going to click advanced, and I'm going to scroll down, and then we have icon picker, and I'm in the icon picker, and I want to find. Oh, wait a minute, what happened there? All right, here we go. All right, so I want to find arrows, and here we go. Look at that, right? So there we go. Now, as far as what you would put in this video, this is just sort of like a promotion video, right? A sales letter. So you could talk about the company, talk about your students, talk about your services, tell them everything that you do, the type of results that you've gotten, awards, different things like that is what would go there. Now we can change this says apply now, but I mean, if we want, again, you can change that to get started. It's up to you. That's totally fine. And then I like this part here. So check out some of our most recent success stories. So, oh, excuse me, let me not skip this. You would just put a written testimonial here, change the picture out to, a client, or if you want to use an icon, that's fine. And then here we get into the video testimonials and success stories. This is where you would have the parents speaking about the services that have been provided and how it helped their student and the type of results that they were able to get. What I would recommend is that when you get those video testimonials from your clients, you want to kind of give them a sort of outline to follow, so that way they can answer the pertinent questions that your prospective clients need to have answered. So for example, you would say, hey, what was your child struggling with when you reached out to us? Okay, and then they tell you what the issue was, and what made it important to them to have it resolved, and then what type of results did they get after they started working with you guys, and then how long did it take to get that result, right? So what were they struggling with? Why was it important to get it fixed? And let me add one to that. What did they try before giving you a call? What result did they get, and how long did it take them to achieve the result? Okay, so we're going to scroll down. Here's another button. So again, we would just change this button. As a matter of fact, I'll show you guys a quick thing that we typically do. All we're going to do is clone this button. Okay, because we're not going to edit each button individually. That takes too long. So we're just going to go ahead and drop this here. And then what we would do is just delete that button. And then we're going to give this a little bit of spacing. So we'll give this let's do 20 spacing. Okay, I like this. Spots are filling up. That's always good to have some type of urgency. And then here is where we put our sales copy. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to let them know, why is this tutoring any different? All right, and we get into a little bit of sales copy. So this is where we share why our methodology is superior to that of other tutors in the area. Okay, so and then we would just want to change this up here. That's why I created, you could say, this program. All right, perfect. I'm going to save here because I am a chronic oversaver. And again, see, we have another button here. And what we would do is we would just go ahead. Again, we're going to clone this button. All right. And we're going to go ahead and put this right here. Let me just look at what my margins are. So we actually have a 15 margin on that. So let's delete and see where this goes. Now, see, we're going to need to create a little bit of contrast here. So let me see, because they use the same picture twice on this template. So I'm just going to go and grab my background image here, and I'm going to swap this out. And let's see what happens. Oh. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. Did that? All right, so the way that that happened, I think, you know what, I'm gonna live with that. I'm gonna live with that because it sticks to our original color. And then what I would ultimately do is just change this background color, but I'm gonna live with that there. And then here we have another testimonial. So again, you would just put in your own testimonial customer image, and you kind of see what we're looking to accomplish here, right? We want to essentially just have so much social proof, show as many results as possible to just over indicate that we can deliver on the promise that we're giving. Now here, as you could see, what we want to do is we want to just kind of change this, and you can change up that verbiage, right? And this would be, you know, whatever your kind of proprietary name is for your tutoring service. So if you don't really have one, just make one up. You know, if you want to call it the student accelerator or the fast track or whatever it is, just kind of, you know, make one up and plug that in there for yourself. And then now we're looking at the actual services. And so for this one, let's take a look at, okay, it wasn't, okay, but see, this is something interesting, right? So remember what I said, put your methodology here. So see how they have our proven 4-step approach. So we could take something like this, right? And let me go back to that funnel just to kind of show you what we would do is that, you know, we could take something like this and we would just drop that here, you know, boom, our proven 4-step approach. Now you can put your bullet points there, however you want to do it. Again, obviously I just copied and pasted there. If I was really going to launch this funnel, I would not copy and paste verbatim from someone else's site. I would reword this, reframe it, use my own proprietary method, whatever that method is. But I just want to give you guys a visual as far as, you know, how this, you know, how you use these different elements. Okay, so that's where we would put our methodology. Again, we would then put more testimonials there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reference this site here, because as you could see, they kind of give you this breakdown. So I would actually do something like this here, and we would take those and we would put it into this section and just swap out these icons if you want to swap those out. And then we would put our little kind of headlines here and then our descriptions below. Now, don't worry, if you don't have 9, then all you have to all you have to do is you can either delete the section or you can hide it. So see, you hide it, it disappears, and it's gone. Personally, I like to hide as opposed to delete, just in case later I want to add something, but that's totally up to you. Hide it, delete it, do whatever you have to do. The key thing to focus on here is to just have symmetry. So if you don't have 6, don't post 5. Well, I mean, theoretically you could post 5. You would just want to delete this middle one, and then you would go 3 across the top and 2 on the bottom. But I mean, try to have symmetry, you know, try to finish on an even number, you know, when you're filling this part out. Okay, so I would do something like this. I would take, you know, human powered matching, team based approach, and structured selection process, the guarantee, and home or online. I would take all of those key selling points and put that here. Now, if you have more of like a 9-week program, like let's say, for example, this was an SAT or standardized testing training, where you know that the program itself is 6 or 9 weeks, then I would actually leave this as week 1, week 2, week 3, and then break down how each of those weeks and everything that you're doing in that particular time frame, how that is going to be critical for their success. And if it's not a week thing, then you can always do by session, right? So session 1, session 2, session 3, basically here is where you would put your syllabus, so to speak. Now, if it's not a week to week program, again, you just want to change that from week and then just put a little headline like how they did it here and just say, you know, what it is, you know, at home or online type of stuff, blah, 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 blah. All right. So you would just go ahead and swap that out and do that. And then again, we're just going to replace our button here. So I'm going to go back up. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to go ahead and copy this button. All right. Okay. And I'm going to just drag this to right here. We'll go ahead and delete this button. All right, then we have all of our, kind of questions and this and that and the other. And then we got our footer, right? So let's go back here because they had a pretty cool kind of ending to theirs. And, this section here, we are able to tutor your child in the following subjects. Now, this is obviously very, very important. And what I would probably do is, because you definitely want to have that on the page, I would squeeze that in. I would probably, number one, mention it in your video at the top. You definitely want to mention it in your video, and I would probably squeeze that in maybe in here somewhere. I would probably put it in this section right there. So I'd probably just make a section and then drop that right in there, so that people will know right up here, hey, we tutor in the following areas. And if you want it, as a matter of fact, what I would probably do is I'd probably do something like this, where I would just clone one of these 3-packs and I would just push this up. Let's see, where are we at in the funnel? Okay, so I would just push this up. It's going to be a little ways, bear with me. And you could do this from another menu if you wanted. I just don't feel like navigating, so we're going to do it this way. All right, so I would just push this up to right here, and then I would just clone this really quick. And then I would just add a quick row. Add a row right here. I would take this, I'd put it right in this row, and I would say, sorry about that. I would say we tutor in the following subjects, and then I would just list out my subjects. So for example, right, we would say math, English, let's see, Spanish, etc. Right, and obviously change these icons so that they make sense, and then you can always make this a larger font if you want to sort of take up more of the page, right? So that way, hey, we tutor in the following subjects, we put that down, then we still have our testimonials. Why are we different, right? We get into our methodology, then we kind of get into our syllabus type of deal, breakdown, more testimonials. And then I liked what they did here at the bottom, right? They have another call to action. Don't wait. We can put you in touch with the director in 48 hours or less. So we could say, we could either do something exactly like that, or the next $1 million question is, so let's do that. Let's put, don't wait. Your child is counting on you. Are you in? And what did they do? Fill out the form. I like it. Oh, let me just grab that really quick. Right, so we would go fill out the form, and we would just drop this right here. And then, of course, we would change our background as we have been doing, and then we would swap out our button as well, and then put our own branding and information at the bottom, and change the color of this bottom piece, ultimately, if we wanted. And then we're going to end up with something that would kind of pretty much, look like this in terms of the flow and the setup. Okay, and that's how quick that we can go ahead and put together a landing page and be able to start running traffic to this page and generating clients. Now, the cool thing about Clickfunnels is that you can recreate their survey that they have here, and we would just use the survey element, and you could go through and put in all of these questions and answers just like that, and have your clients filling out these questions and answers as well. And one thing I almost forgot, I love that they have their phone number here. We would just, let me go back in the editor, we would just drop our phone number up here as well. So all we would have to do is just say create an element, and we'll just drop it right underneath this button. And you could say the same thing, you know, you would just want to have a strong call to action. Call us now. All right, we can change this to white. We're going to change bold color. Oh, that's transparent. So we're going to change this to white and this to white. And it's just going to say, you know, call us now. Uh-oh, sorry about that. I was holding the shift. Okay, sorry about that. I was holding shift at the same time pressing numbers. All right, so, but you guys get it. We would just go ahead and put the phone number right there, and then we would hit save, and we're going to be all set. Okay, and again, we're going to end up with something that, let's just refresh it really quick. See, there it is. And then our phone number will show call us now, and then we put the phone number right there. Okay, and you can, again, you could take this button away if you want. You can delete it, you can change it, you can leave it. Maybe what I would do in this case is I would maybe swap that out with call us now, and I would delete the button, and then call us now would be up there. Our logo would be on the left. We'd have great symmetry. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So all of this stuff, by the way, is customizable, right? The font colors, the background colors, everything, you guys saw that. But that is just how quick we could go ahead and put together a funnel for tutoring services. So again, you can take this same methodology and framework and use this in your own service business. Start on Google, look at your competitors, see the type of layout and flow and things that they have on their landing pages, and then you just want to go ahead and replicate that. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be this exact design or layout. You could easily recreate something like this one, which is very, very simple. It's just a headline and a button, and you know, 3 bullet points there and a phone number. And I'm sure that this page converts extremely well because it's very, very simple, giving the customer exactly what they need to see as far as being able to convert. So again, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, it is super necessary that you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn notifications on. That way you can get alerted every time we drop new content here on the video, here on the channel. I'm just showing you guys how to implement funnels in your business. And also, let me know in the comments below, what type of funnels would you guys like to see me recreating for your industry, right? So this was tutoring. Let me know what industry you're in and what type of video I could put together for you based on that industry, because we're going to do this now on a weekly basis. We're going to pick an industry, and we're going to go through, and I'm going to show you guys what type of funnel I would do, and just give you some ideas as far as how we would set that up and research our competitors and all of that good stuff. So that pretty much covers it. Don't forget, if you do want a copy of the funnel template that I use to kind of get this set up, then you can click the link in the description below and get that funnel template pack. And until the next time, peace.